What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hawk. Welcome back to my channel. We're in week 9 in the NBA. I got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. One of the biggest things I want to talk about that happened this week was Kobe Bryant's jerseys being retired. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not as big as a Kobe fan as a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends eat, sleep, and breathe Kobe Bryant. But to me, Kobe was probably the first. Kobe's what got me watching basketball in the first place. I didn't start watching basketball until probably 9th grade in high school, and that 2009-2010 even season was, to me, one of the most exciting seasons to watch Kobe Bryant go to work. He was, and I feel like, to me, one of his primes of when he was in number 24. He was hitting game winners all the time. I think the most iconic game winner I can think of off memory that always plays in my head when I think of Kobe Bryant is the one game winner he had over Sacramento, where they inbound the ball. He's inbounding the ball up top, and he's trying to get the ball back. He pushes off the defender, fades away to the sideline, hits the game winner right in front of the Sacramento's bench for the win. But with Kobe's retirement, last year and the retirement of his jerseys this week, a lot of people talk about who was better, LeBron, Kobe, or MJ. Personally, I don't put LeBron in that category just because his career is not over yet. And he's still adding to his career. So I usually just compare Kobe to MJ, and to me it's hard. Personally, I've never saw MJ play. I've seen all his highlights and things of that nature. But being able to see Kobe play, to watch him live, to know the feeling that I had live and the impact he had on me and my love for basketball, a lot of old heads gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna go Kobe Bryant. So last week I gave you my most improved player award as of right now. Today I'm gonna talk about the rookie of the year. A lot of great rookies have been balling. Jason Tatum's been balling. Donovan Mitchell's been balling. Ben Simmons. A lot of good rookies have been balling this year. And I wanted to go into who I think should be rookie of the year right now. And to me, it's between Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and Ben Simmons. Now, Jason Tatum has been hooping, but a lot of people, myself included, will wonder if he'll put up these same numbers if he's on a different team. What I mean by that is he gets not a lot, but he gets a decent amount of open looks simply because Kyrie's not there. I mean because Kyrie is there, and that's no knock on Jason Tatum. That's just the way basketball is. You know, a lot of double teams come Kyrie's way. The defense is focusing on Kyrie, so sometimes he's an afterthought. He might get left open for a backdoor cut, a three. Doesn't mean he doesn't have the skills to put up the numbers he's doing, but we just don't know if he would do it if he was the main focal point of an offense. However, on the flip side, with Ben Simmons and Donovan Mitchell on the Sixers and in Utah respectively, they're kind of the focus of their offense. Yes, Ben has Joel, but Joel doesn't play back-to-back games. He's still on a slight minute restriction. So the defense, when Ben is on the floor, the defense is fully aware that Ben's on the floor. They're trying to stop him, and he's still putting up great numbers. And the Utah Jazz and Sixers have pretty much the same record. I think at this moment the Jazz have maybe one more win than the Sixers, but it's about the same record. We all know Boston has the best record in the East, but that's not just because of Jason Tatum, because he's on a great team. I'll have to say, if I had to do rookie of the year right now, I personally would give it to Ben Simmons, simply because he's doing so much for his team as a whole outside of just scoring. Donovan Mitchell is balling, but I also think that in the long run, I think the Sixers could make the playoffs. I don't know if Utah Jazz will start winning a couple more games to win the playoffs in a tough West. But the Sixers, I think, can make the playoffs. They're only a couple of games out, and it's very close between those games, those teams that are like 9 through, we'll say 6. There's only about 1 or 2 games apart right now. So if the Sixers do make the playoffs, and if Ben Simmons continues to be a huge part of why they make the playoffs, I have Ben Simmons winning Rookie of the Year. So a huge debate that me and my boys got into this week are, who's the team to beat out West? Is it the Golden State Warriors, or is it the Houston Rockets? Now, the Houston Rockets have been playing great all season. They currently have the best record in the league, I want to say. Definitely best record out West. And they've been playing great. So ever since Chris Paul's been back from injury, I want to say they're like 15-0 right now. Since when he's been on the floor. They're 16-0 when he's on the floor, and they're 15-0 streak right now. They're playing absolutely wonderful. They're shooting the lights out. They're just destroying teams. They're the highest point differential in wins right now. So they're playing great. However, personally, the team to beat to me is still the Warriors. You know, they're the reigning champs. They've won 2 out of the last 3 championships. I don't look at it as, when I say team to beat, I'm not talking about team to beat right now. I'm talking about the team that you know you have to go through to win a championship. And to me, that's still the Warriors. Every team in the league is building their team to beat the Warriors. They're not building their team to beat the Rockets. Yes, the Rockets are playing great. They're playing great basketball. Chris Paul and, James Harden are really showing they can gel together. But the Cavs aren't building their team to beat the Rockets. The Cavs are building their team to beat the Warriors. And to me, that's what makes you the team to beat. Who's the team everybody's gunning for? Who's the team that has a bullseye on their back? And to me, it's still the Warriors. Yes, the Rockets are playing great, but I'll have to say we have to see him in the playoffs, because both James Harden's been to the finals once, back way back in 2012. But we all know Chris Paul, he's got like a curse and can't get past the second round. They've had some great Clippers teams and they weren't able to get past the second round. So we'll have to see come playoffs, or even maybe not even playoffs, see me an all-star, close to the all-star break, and that may change my mind if they're still balling crazy like this. Come 20 games from down the all-star break. But, well, actually about 10-15 games right now from the all-star break. But I also have to say the Warriors are still the team to beat in the NBA. Last thing I want to talk about this week is an announcement that I literally just heard today. I'm recording this on Wednesday. That Lavar Ball plans to opening up his own league for high school prospects that want to skip college, play maybe a year or two professionally, and then get paid to do so in the States, and then jump right into the NBA. Now this is interesting because, one, I mean, he's got a lot of things he has to do still. I want to say I read his plan is to have about 10 teams in the league, playing in a couple of different cities, LA, Houston, Atlanta, places like that, big cities. Now this is really interesting because for years now, the NCAA has been scrutinized for making so much money off our college athletes who, some of them may be coming from impoverished areas and coming from, their families, in hard times, things like that. And the NCAA and these colleges are making so much money off of them, while these players' families are poor, homeless, things of that nature. And that's why you have a lot of one and done situations. This is very interesting because LeVar is going to give these players a chance to make some money. Now they're saying they can make anywhere between $3K and $10K a month, which, for some of these players will be a lot of money. For some, maybe not so much, depending on where their family background is. My question is, personally, I got to do some more research about Lavar Ball. I've recognized this about myself, because I'm trying to figure out where he get all his money from. I know he played in the league way back in the day, but I didn't really look too much into it. I know he averaged a couple points a game, but I'm trying to figure out what he did between playing in the league and now that he's got enough money that he's thinking about opening up his own league. Now, he'll probably get investors and things of that nature, but overall, I think it's a pretty cool idea. I think that it'll give players more options, because I know a lot of players want to get paid to play ball, especially if you're good enough to be one and done. A lot of players don't feel like playing in college, but they feel like they have to play in college to get the NBA scouting that they really deserve. So it'll be interesting. Do I think it's a good idea? Yes, I think it's a good idea. I think it'll be interesting. It'll just have to see how LeVar executes it. And the only thing that I don't like about it is he's making all the players wear the big baller brand stuff, because it'll be a big baller brand sponsored league. I just don't really like their apparel, but that's just me. So that's all I got for this week. It's been your boy Hawk. Feel free to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.